$1 sign is a low cost to pay somebody else, typically your buyback rate, or $4 signs, and that's the range, so $2 signs, $3. $4 signs is essentially what it would cost to pay somebody to do your work, okay, as a CEO. And once you do a 15-minute, every 15 minutes, you literally write down what you were doing. Every 15 minutes. Some of you guys are wasting so much time, it's crazy. Every 15 minutes, you write it down. And then here's the beauty. You take all the stuff in red that takes your energy, that's a $1 sign, and you put it in a bucket. And that bucket becomes the only person you should be hiring next. It's that simple. If every time you hit the pain line, you do a time and energy audit to identify all the stuff you're currently doing that is sucking your energy, and you put it in a bucket, low cost, and you find somebody else to take it over, delegate it, give it to them, hire somebody, you will never get to a place where you hate your business. It's impossible. That's why this process of the buyback loop is so powerful, is that I do it 3-4 times a year, but I'm doing it at the level where I buy companies and I hire CEOs. But it doesn't change, same principle. Right? Here, I had a meeting 2 weeks ago. I didn't enjoy going to anymore. It was like a yellow. I stopped going. Team's like, what do you mean? You got to come. I know I don't. You guys got it. I trust you. And while you're doing that, I'm going to go do something that lights me up, that honestly makes me a lot more money. Right? I'm going to go look at deals. I'm going to go develop myself. I'm going to work on me. I'm going to go get around people that inspire me. I do not need to go to that meeting anymore. Right? I want to give you guys an invitation to consider there's some of the stuff you're doing that's sucking your energy, and you have to stop doing it. Okay? For yourself, for your psychology, for your energy. And guess what? You will be a better leader for your team if you do it. And somehow, in some days, while he was on YouTube, he comes across one of my videos. And he reads this concept called buyback principle. And he starts following the stuff that I teach, that I'm going to share with you guys. And he just decides in that moment he's not going to do some of the things he's going to do. I'm going to stop doing customer support. This is stupid. Why am I spending 6 hours a day on customer support? Right? I'm going to stop doing my own bookkeeping. Because he was a CPA, he did his own bookkeeping. He's running $1 million company doing his own bookkeeping. Makes no sense. He decided to hire a head engineer because he was writing code and he was taking care of things. Like, I don't need to do this anymore. And slowly but surely, he created the space in his calendar to work for himself, work on himself, get that energy back. And he turned his whole business around. Within a year, eventually I met Stuart, and he tells me this story. He becomes a coaching client of mine, and I'm just like in awe of just like the transformation, because the guy I'm looking at does not seem like the person that would have been sitting on a couch almost half dead. And he goes, dude, it changed the game. We doubled our revenue. Our top line revenue doubled. My profit tripled following your process. And most importantly, I now only work about 35 hours a week, 30 hours a week, and I love it. And I've had time for my kids, more vacations. And it's funny because Jason was just talking about jiu-jitsu. He actually got his purple belt in that whole process. Okay? So I share that story of Stuart because some of you are on the journey of where he ended up. And you just don't know it. He didn't feel it. He didn't feel stressed out until his body said, hey buddy, enough's enough. And I want to help you guys avoid it. The way we do that is to check in with ourselves and do a time and energy audit.